dust off those flares, grow out those porn mustaches, because we're going back to the 70s. 1977 to be exact. And we are going to be talking about Rene Cardona Jr.'s Tintorera, Bloody Waters, also known as Tintorera, Tiger Shark. This is a 1977 shark movie, obviously produced in the wake of the success of Jaws. We had a rash of these kind of lower budget shark movies trying to tap into that audience. This one is a little different, I have to say. It's actually filmed on the kind of the Mexican coast, and basically is about these kind of two shark hunters who kind of meet up with this British woman basically, and are trying to kind of stop this the shark obviously from eating the locals and such, as you kind of do. But the interesting thing with this movie is the actual shark attack side of it, to be honest with you, seems more like a B plot, and actually it doesn't have a huge amount of time on screen. The focus of this film seems to be life at this kind of beach resort, really, and the kind of the shenanigans going on there, and lots of kind of nakedness. There's quite a lot of female nudity here. There's quite a lot of gay overtones here, to be honest with you, and kind of certainly a homoerotic vibe between the two kind of like sort of male leads. There's lots of 70s fashion here, lots of kind of little skimpy Speedo swim suits and all of that kind of stuff. It's very much of its time. Even though this was produced after Jaws, it feels older than Jaws, to be honest with you. It kind of, I mean, Jaws, I know it's a hell of a lot better movie, obviously, but it kind of feels a little more timeless and doesn't kind of feel like it's necessarily stuck in the 70s, or this one so does. The one redeeming feature about this film, it's not going to bring it up to Jaws level, but it's going to maybe give it 1 point maybe over some of the other kind of shark movies that came out, is it does have some pretty decent underwater photography. Now the shark attacks are actually quite infrequent, but this one uses real footage of sharks more than kind of like models and stuff like that. So it's quite clever the way they've done some of the shark attacks. There was some controversy in this film because they did actually kill some wildlife making this film. But a lot of the kind of the shark scenes are, you know, like I said, are using real sharks. They actually killed a bunch of fish whilst making this film, and because of the photography, a lot of it is real sharks. Obviously, you don't have that kind of that fake feel necessarily. But like I said, the actual shark attacks of this film are actually a relatively small portion of it, and the focus does seem to be just life at this kind of like colourful beach resort, and all the kind of the sexual shenanigans that are going on there, and the kind of the homoerotic relationship between the kind of the two male leads. And my God, the 70s fashion at its kind of at its peak. So an exciting film this is not. This is quite a slow film. It seems to drag on a little bit too long to me, and far too much time is spent on this on the wrong things. So if you're wanting an exciting shark movie, then this isn't it. But I would say when you do see the shark, it's maybe a little bit different from the kind of the from some of the other kind of like the lower budget shark movies that you've seen. It's not always better, but you know, I think it's worth mentioning. But overall, I have to say, when you look at this film as a whole, it's pretty uninteresting. It's very kind of cheesy. The acting's very of its time, with kind of like quite frankly porn star acting in a lot of cases. Not really worth your time, even if you are a kind of shark fan, because like I said, it focuses so little on the shark and the shark attacks, although they are quite good when they do happen. I'm going to give this movie a 3.5 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave a comment and I will look forward to you next time.